Hello friends, welcome to Learn Easy. Today in this session, we will discuss capital budgeting analysis method. Capital budgeting is a method of estimating the financial capital investment over the life of the investment. There are several capital budgeting analysis methods. These are used to determine the economic feasibility of capital investment. They include payback period, discounted payback period, net present value (NPV), Profitability Index (PI), internal rate of return (IRR), and modified internal rate of return. Payback period. It represents the amount of the time required for the cash flow generated by the investment to repay the cost of original investment. Payback period method is most useful for comparing projects with nearly equal lives. Discounted payback period. The payback period analysis does not take into account the time value of money. In discounted payback period method, each of the cash flows is discounted over the time of years from the time of cash flow payments to the time of the original investment. As for example, the first cash flow is discounted over 1 year. And the fifth cash flow is discounted over 5 years. Profitability Index, PI. Profitability Index is equal to present value of cash inflows divided by present value of cash outflows. If PI is greater than 1, then accept investment. If PI is less than 1, then reject investment. Net present value. NPV. Net present value of a project is the future cash flow, positive or negative, throughout a project's life cycle discounted today. It is used to determine investment security, assess new ventures, or find to effect a cost reduction. NPV, net present value, is equal to summation of capital N CFN 1 plus I to the power small n. Here capital N is holding period. CFN is net cash inflow outflow during a single period N. And this I is discount rate or return that could be earned in alternative investment, that is interest rate of return. Small n is each period. Investors use NPV to determine investment profitability. If the NPV of a project is negative, then it is not worth undertaking. Internal rate of return. IRR. It is the discount rate at which the net present value NPV of all future cash flows from the investment equals to 0. So, NPV is equal to 0 and NPV is equal to summation of CFN divided by 1 plus I to the power n. So, summation of small n is equal to 0 up to capital N CFN divided by 1 plus this I. Instead of I, we can write IRR, internal rate of return to the power n. So from this equation IRR can be found out. Here NPV is net present value, capital A is holding period, CFN is cash inflow or outflow during a single period N. And IRR is internal rate of return. Good internal rate of return for low risk investment it is 5% to 10%, and for medium risk investment it is 10% to 15%, and for high risk investment it is 15% to 30%. Accept investment if IRR is greater than the threshold rate of return, and reject investment if IRR is less than the threshold rate of return. Modified internal rate of return. It is the discount rate that makes the NPV equals to 0 when a reinvestment rate of return is included in the analysis. If modified internal rate of return is greater than 1, then accept the investment. If modified IRR less than 1, then reject the investment. Each of the capital budgeting methods has advantage and disadvantages. So, companies often use all of these. Each one provides a different perspective of the capital investment decision. That's all for today. Thank you.